Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. If you are new, my name is Ashley. So today I shop my stash and I'm doing a one brand tutorial and I'm not nervous about it. I've actually done two videos of this one brand before and it is the Believe brand, Believe Beauty from Dollar General. So it's exclusive to Dollar General. Like I said, they have all their products are $5 and under. So we're getting like a triple video. We're getting Shop My Stash, full face of one brand, and $5 and under for everything. I have reviewed their products before and they are incredible, but I do have extra products this time, like a color corrector, an eyeshadow primer. I have the right concealer, the right undertones of things. So if you are excited for today's video, you can give it a like while you're watching, subscribe if you are not already. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. All right, so the first thing I wanted to attack were the brows. And here's the brow pencil. It is double-sided. It does have the spoolie on one end and the crayon on the other. Now this is so creamy, you guys, and I believe it just twists up. I don't know, it has to be sharpenable, but this is the consistency of a cream eyeliner. So I don't like that. Oh, see? It's so easy to mess up. A little goes a long way. So I'm just going to feather in the product really, really lightly, and I'm going to go like this and not even fill in that part of the brow. And I'm just going to run the spoolie through and fill in that gap in the front, hopefully. It is really, really creamy. Like, you could really mess up with this. So you might want to invest in, like a Maybelline one. The e.l.f. one is $5. You might want to invest in one of those. They're more precise and they're micro. So they're really, really fine tipped, and it takes kind of a lot of pressure to get pigment from them to get very fine hair strokes. Because in here, I'm not getting very fine hair strokes. I mean, I'm not mad at the brow, but I'm not getting, the precise application that I would like. So this is going to be as good as it gets for the brows, which is not bad, but it's really, really creamy, not waxy at all, and it could smear right off. But I do have their Believe Beauty. I'm not even going to say Believe Beauty all the time because it's a full face of one brand. This is their brow gel, and I have it in clear. This is waterproof, and I, believe it or not, no pun intended, have been a fan of this brow gel for a really long time. It holds the brows when it dries down fully. It holds them all day. I mean, they are transfer proof, smudge proof, whatever. It does not get off those brows, so you can trust it for that, and I really love that. It's really, really pretty. You can get it tinted too. All right, now I'm going in with primer. I'm going in with the hydrating primer. It's called Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. You get 1 fluid ounce, and I believe this was $4.50. I have to stop saying believe because it's going to drive me nuts. And it is blue in color. Okay, so it feels really, really nice and thin, and it does feel very hydrating. It feels thinner than the Smashbox Primerizer, but it's sinking into the skin very, very quickly. And I chose hydrating because my skin is ultra dry right now. And it's not sinking in too quickly. I do feel like it's super moisturizing, and it's creating a little bit of a tack. That's always a good sign for our foundation to stick and adhere really well. If you've seen my other videos, you know I'm a fan of the foundation, but now I'm going to take the color corrector. No, that is the cream blush. I just had that color corrector. Okay. I was like, that's pretty bright. So here's what the color corrector looks like. I got this in light medium, and the shade of it looks like my Bobbi Brown, but on the surface there's looks like water bubbles, and it's not as emollient, but here's what that looks like. So I choose the salmon peach shade because I like that for my skin tones. They had light medium and medium dark. I have to say that their foundation shade range is pretty good. I mean, the darkest one they had in store was really very dark and would suit a very, very dark woman or man. And this color corrector, whoa, I am not mad at that. It's really nice and creamy. it's doing a fantastic job at color correcting. It's not as stiff and hard as my Bobbi Brown one, but it's doing an excellent job. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Becca under eye corrector. So if you can't afford that, I would just honestly go with this because it's doing like a fantastic job. And I believe this was $3 in change. So I have two concealers from them, and I'm wondering if one of the shades is just way too dark, because I have shade Fair and then the second one down from that, which looked to be too dark. Yes, okay, I have Fair and Light Beige. So here are what the two look like together. This is Fair, this is Light Beige. So I don't know. I think I'm going to spot conceal with the Light Beige and see how that goes. I love this little dofa applicator. It's nice and flat. Let's wipe off the excess. Comes with quite a bit on the brush tip. So I'm just gonna, these are not acne. These are scarring from prior blemishes. So concealer feels really thin. I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. It seems to be, I would say, like a nice medium coverage. Nothing hard to work with here. Now let's get into foundation. I can't remember off the top of my head what shade I am, but these were $4.50, and I have two shades. I've got Warm Vanilla, and then I have Beige, I believe. Warm Vanilla, and why doesn't this one say? It doesn't say, but I think it's Soft Beige. So Warm Vanilla, let's do a pump of that. And by the way, it's in a glass bottle with a pump, super bougie. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Stay Naked, except it's not like pushed in. But look at that, with a pump, gold pump for $5. I want to see, that looks a bit dark. Let's check the Soft Beige. That looks just a little bit, no, maybe we can go with that one. I'm going to mix the two. I'm going to do a half a pump of the Soft Beige and a half a pump of the Warm Vanilla and mix that together. And that looks to be about a better shade. I'm going to do half the face, and I'm going to do it like I normally do it, with a brush. Now, I have some brushes from there, but I wasn't able to pick up the foundation brush because they didn't have it in stock at my Dollar General. So that I am missing. I had it before and I do not know where it went. But this foundation, y'all, this is like a second skin foundation, medium coverage, like a high medium coverage at first, but it looks skin-like and it feels ultra weightless. A little goes a long way. So we did one pump, and I still have a whole bunch left on the back of my hand. So that is what we're looking like right now with a half a pump about. Looks really good. I have a feeling a sponge would soak this right up. So I would recommend going in with a brush and then smoothing it out with a sponge, which is what I'm about to do. But yeah, going on, it looks really, really nice. I like this. Look at that. The coverage is good. The finish is so nice. I'm loving it. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I primed this eye off camera and this eye is not. And I got this in, it's called Lock It In Eyeshadow Primer, and this is a universal, but they had a clear, and then this one has sort of a color base to it, but it's pretty thin. And I'm just going with my finger to blend that out. It's a pretty thin formula, so yes, it's going to cover up some discoloration, but not completely blank the canvas out, and that doesn't bother me at all. But I want to see about their eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going to do concealer and powder, and then we're going to move on to the eyes. So for the concealer, I think I want to mix the fair and then the light beige. So because the fair is like really fair. Oh no, it isn't. That looks like to be a pretty good match. So I'm just going to put that on both eyes, sides of the nose, a little on the forehead, and blend that out with, I could use a brush for extra coverage. I wonder if I should do that. I'll do a brush on one side and sponge on the other to detect coverage levels as far as eye goes. I'm thinking this is a nice medium coverage concealer, and so it looks way lighter in the tube than what it comes out to be, because for me this light or fair I would think it would be way lighter than this, because this is almost the same color as the foundation, if I'm being honest. But yes, I like that coverage. Okay, going in with the sponge. I like to take it down on my under eye rather than like way up to the lines. I end up bringing it up there, but I don't like to start there. I like to start down a little bit lower. And I'll just kind of head over with the brush. They looked kind of like the same coverage level with the sponge and the brush, but I'm going to run over the side with the sponge and make sure it's all even. Now for powder, they only had light medium, and I'm worried because it looks pretty tan. It looks pretty tan. So I have their all over powder brush right here. I'm going to dip that in, shake it off, and see, it says it's a universal, but it is darkening the foundation. So I'm kind of worried because I wanted my under eyes just a little bit brighter. I don't need to necessarily set my under eyes because I don't normally do that anyway. I guess I could just slightly go in this area, like toward the pores. Kind of how I do it with the Hourglass and Charlotte Tilbury. But I like this powder. The feel is very satiny. Creamy satin touch. So I'm impressed by that. And it's not making me look thick or cakey. That is so nice. It actually added a little bit of coverage, if I'm being real. If you guys are wondering what's on my lips, it's just Aquaphor. I didn't see a balm there, but I saw a lot of primers. They had tons of primers. All right, let's go in with our eyeshadow. I want to take this right here, and it's in the Styled Quad Love Struck. And I have a couple of their eye brushes. Not many, but let's see. I have a blending brush right here. It's from Believe Beauty, so little blending brush. I want to take this shade right here. It's a nice coral orangey shade. And that eyeshadow primer dried down really nicely, by the way. Ooh, this color is really nice. Blending really well over that eyeshadow primer, not skipping. Now I want to do kind of a card trick here. I'm going to put this up to the angle of my eye and just run over that with the shadow to create kind of like a cat eye. Just kind of want to make them the same angle, and if you can see what that did, it gave me a little bit of a cat eye. So I'm just going to kind of smudge this up toward the brow bone. Really nice, lovely color. All right, for eyeshadow on this eye, I wanted to go into a cream eyeshadow, so I took this one here called Heads or Tails But look, if you guys could see, look at that. It is like putty, just like the ColourPop Super Shock formulas. And holy guacamole, it is gorgeous. It's a really pretty copper shade. I am loving this. Just having fun. I had never used the cream shadows in my previous videos, so I thought I would play with that a little bit. And I'm just going to take that original brush and blend that in. That's really pretty. Don't you guys think? Wow. For mascara, I got two different mascaras. So one I got was the skinny one because I need that for my lower lash line, right? And then I also got a volumizing one. So it's High Drama Fiber Mascara. It's the purple tube. I'm going to give this a zhuzh and see how the wand is. Ooh, the wand is really soft. And this is giving me major length and volume. It's right. True to its word. I like that. I don't like to fuss with mascara. So this one's easy and quick. Does what it says. Look at that. That's just one little coat. I like to usually build up to about 3 coats. I love that. I'm impressed. All right, a little darkness on this side because I did get some mascara, and here's the really skinny mascara. When they say skinny, they mean skinny. But I figured this would be great for my lower lashes because I always have like the hardest time, except the Bambi Eye mascara, finding a mascara that doesn't transfer onto my skin. That was my fault because it's like way down here on the concealer part. I'm impressed with this lower lash line mascara. Like, look at that. Really lengthened. And I'm impressed with the mascara for the top lashes too. Debating whether or not to put on false lashes because I don't know. But I need some color in my face. So we're going to be going in with the blush now. This is Tropical Sunset. And it looks like this. So it's cream. Feels really emollient. It's not lifting the foundation at all, but it is really, really pigmented. I bet I'm going to have to buff away mascara marks. Wow, this is really pigmented. I'm going to go over it with a sponge. Bring it over the nose a little bit. Woo! That is pigmented. So for contour or bronzer, I have a trio here, and I got it in the medium deep. It's called Get Glowing Highlight and Contour Palette. Now, if this is the deep one, then this is not going to do it for a lot of people. We're going into this bronzer shade here. Oh, that is powdery. Give myself a little glow up with bronzer. Does that make, sometimes I don't understand my brain's process. Does glow up mean bronzer? No, usually means highlight. This bronzer, I'm not mad at it. I'm just not doing a very good job at placing it. I'm putting it like all over that blush. Could be a blushy, bronzy moment. A little under the jawline. It's a little bit patchy, and it's definitely really powdery. Okay. And it's a little too warm for my liking, so it's okay if you're in a pinch, but you know, e.l.f. has the $6 primer infused bronzers, and they're really, really good. Not that I'm not blushy enough, but I just want to see what this other blush does in this trio. So it looks like this. I'm just going to hit it. That's nice. A little over the nose. And for highlight, I picked this one. It's called Pink Pearls, Radiant Finish Pink Pearls. So we're going to open that up, and I'm going to get a highlighting brush. I'll use this fan brush here. And I'm going to dip the brush in, really powdery. But that is really, really pretty. You guys, this is like a high-end highlighter. You guys see that? Whoa. And it doesn't look pink at all. It's kind of golden. Whoa. So we are glowing to the gods today. I'm shocked by that. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Oh, okay. So when I put it on the inner corner, it looks pink. I might have to fix that situation. I'm going into this golden disco shadow. I'm taking that bright white one right there. That's better. Putting that on the inner corner. And I'll put a little bit on the brow bone. I always forget to do the brow bone. So that's what we're looking like right now. I think I should put on some lashes and because to complete this look. All right, lashes are on. So I did line the lips with a long-lasting lip liner in Barely There. And I'm going in with the liquid lipstick here in Foxy. And I have worn all of these before, and they are so comfortable. These almost look identical. But the lip liner is not called Foxy. I didn't see a gloss there, but you could always put a gloss over this. These are really, really comfortable liquid lipsticks. They don't transfer. They don't make your lips feel really dry or dehydrated. They just feel like my lips. Like it's very thin. The formula of the liquid lipsticks, really very thin, super duper comfortable. I love this foundation. I know that this foundation lasts a really, really long time and it looks super high end. Not a fan of the contour or bronzer. I love the liquid blush. I like the regular blush. I love that highlight. Something here looks off, looks really splotchy, and I can't figure it out. It's probably that blush there, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. So I'm highly impressed with everything. I love that eyeshadow, that cream eyeshadow is so beautiful. What do you guys think about it? So if you want to see my other Believe Beauty videos, I will link them in the cards or at the end of the screen here. And yeah, other than that, I think you guys should take a trip to Believe Beauty, Dollar General. I love this mascara. I love the lower lash line mascara. The brow pencil, I hard pass for that. But the primer felt really good. I still feel really hydrated from that primer. I don't feel sticky. The foundation's really very lightweight. It's a skin-like finish. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. So I did not get a setting spray, but that's okay. I just won't have setting spray. I know it lasts a long time anyway, but here's the final look using all $5 and under products from Believe Beauty. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye.